Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, keep being amazing. In this video, I'll be sharing all you need to know about dropshipping. From what dropshipping is, the parties involved in dropshipping, how it works, the advantages and disadvantages of dropshipping. Yes, dropshipping do have disadvantages, as well as how to get started. I'll be starting with what dropshipping is according to Wikipedia. Dropshipping is a supply chain management method in which the retailer does not keep goods in stock, but instead transfers his customers' orders and shipment details to either the manufacturer, another retailer, or a wholesaler who then ships the goods directly to the customer. The parties involved in dropshipping are the customer, the dropshipper, and the supplier. The supplier could be a retailer, a wholesaler, or a manufacturer. A dropshipper markets or promotes a product on his or her e-commerce website. A customer buys this product. The dropshipper sends the order information to the supplier. The supplier picks packages and ships directly to the customer. This is how dropshipping works. The dropshipper doesn't have any inventory of the product, so it is safe to say that a dropshipper is the middleman between the buyer and the seller. Let me highlight the advantages and disadvantages of dropshipping. The first advantage is that dropshipping requires less capital because you don't have to invest in inventory upfront. You won't be making any purchases until you have been paid by a customer. Next is little overhead because you don't really have staff to pay. Most times you'll be working from home. You don't have to purchase any warehouse. With dropshipping, you run your business from anywhere, just with internet. This makes location flexible. Next advantage is that you are your own boss. Dropshipping is easier to scale. When you have more order, there will be more work, but this will be borne by your supplier. You have wide selection of products to sell. Since you are not pre-purchasing, you can list a wide variety of stock on your online store at no additional cost to you. Dropshipping can help you learn new skills like digital marketing and social media management. If you are interested in the both, I'll be leaving a link in the description box below on how you can get started. Dropshipping is easier to test. You list and sell products before committing to buying a large amount of inventory. Dropshipping is easier to start. You don't need to worry about managing and paying for warehouse, managing stock level, tracking inventory for accounting purposes, and a whole lot of worries. These will be borne by the manufacturer or the retailer. Here comes the disadvantages of dropshipping. First is there is low profit margin, especially if you have a competitive niche. To avoid it, stand out and select a niche that is well suited for dropshipping. Next is your supplier can run out of stock. There could be changes in inventory. To avoid this, there are a lot of apps you can use to synchronize with your suppliers. You are just a click or two away. The next one is errors that might emanate from your suppliers, like mistakes on fulfilling orders, low quality supplies, low quality packaging. All these could damage your reputation. To avoid this, ensure you are dealing with a reputable and reliable partner. The next one is, as a dropshipper, you don't really have the power to customize products because they are already designed and branded by the supplier. The last but not the least is shopping complexities. This could happen when a customer places an order on items that you could get from separate suppliers. This will call for separate shipping charges. Let's get to how you can get started with dropshipping. The first is to select a business name. Register this business name and decide on the structure of this business. The next one is to choose your market and your niche. Your niche should be something you are interested in. Your niche should be what people are searching for, what is not readily available, and the shipping cost should be low. This is very important. It is easier to sell what you know. Identify the market for this product. You can start with a small number of people. The next is to do keyword research for this product. You can use Google AdWords or Google Trends to know if there is a high search volume for this product. If the search volume is high, it means the demand for this product is high too. Next is to see what's selling online by checking out major e-commerce selling websites like Amazon or eBay. You can check out what people in your niche are engaging with on major social media platforms. The next step is to research competition for this product. If there is no competition, there is no demand. Check what your competitors are doing, how they are doing it, what is working for them, and what is not. Having identified your product and the market, this is the time to evaluate profitability. With dropshipping, the profit margin is so low. If this product is not profitable, it is not worth investing in. The next step now is to find the right supplier. Your supplier shouldn't be anyone with the products. It should be someone who is readily available and reliable. It should be someone with a good track record and good customer service. He should be able to send you samples of products you wish to sell. This is to avoid low quality products. He should be able to ship between a week or two and provide you with other businesses they work with upon your request. Let's get to how you can find suppliers. You can find suppliers in dropship marketplaces and manufacturers like Obelo, Dropship Direct, AliExpress, and the rest of them. The next step is to build your e-commerce website. Your e-commerce website is where you will sell your product. You can do this in two ways. You can create a store in an e-commerce marketplace like Amazon or eBay, or you build your own website from scratch using e-commerce platform like Shopify. The advantages of using e-commerce marketplaces like Amazon or eBay is that users find them to be trustworthy, they are already established, and the store is easy to set up. The last step is to optimize your market or your site to bring in customers. You can do this through email marketing, social media marketing, SEO, or through ads. It could be Google ads or Facebook ads. So guys, to get started with dropshipping, you have to select and register a business name, identify your market and choose a niche, find the right supplier, build your e-commerce website, optimize your e-commerce website to bring in buyers or customers. If you don't have a website, you can also dropship. All you have to do is promote or market your product on your social media platforms. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video was helpful. Please like, share, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, consider doing that. The link is in the description box below. I will see you in my next video. To your success. Bye-bye.